Hey, Joe here. Out here in the garage for the first time since I went to the Shootout. I was having some trouble at the Shootout. I took a closer look at my turbo when I got home. I found it to have a little bit of shaft play on it, and that looked like the compressor wheel might have touched the housing a bit. So that worried me right off the bat, so I sent it over to Force Performance, and they took care of it for me. It turns out I blew the tips off the turbine. That was the major failure. The compressor wheel did get a little bit out of round, and that's likely because I blew an intercooler pipe on the last pull that I made like 41, 42 PSI while I was on the dyno. When you blow an intercooler pipe, then there's nothing restricting the turbo from really trying to blow as high as it can. You lose your wastegate signal, your wastegate closes up, your turbo goes crazy high RPM. And that likely hurt that turbo. The way it was loading the car on the dyno also probably created a lot more heat, which made that turbine come apart. Like, you know, not catastrophically, but the tips off the turbine was enough to make it so it would only make 36, 37 PSI up there in Ohio. So let's take a look under this hood and see what we got to do to get this fixed up. So here we are right now. I really just kind of rushed and removed that turbo to get it over to Force Performance so they could get to work on it. So I didn't get any video of that, but as you can see, the turbo is not there. The good news is this turbo is already back. Spick and span, brand new, ready to go. Thanks, Force Performance. Let's see what we got to do here to reinstall this turbo. And it goes right in there, you know. These bolts right here, they go right in there. And then that goes on the other side of the turbine housing. And then down here, we have the intercooler piping right at the bottom there. So the outlet of the compressor housing goes into there. Got oil return pipe right there. Looks like it has some dirt on it. I need to wipe that off. We don't want that in the oil. And yeah, let's just get started. A little secret about a future video I'm gonna make very soon is that I'm gonna replace this AN line, this nylon braided, you know, AN line. I'm gonna replace that. I have a really good idea for how I want that to work, and it's not the way it works right now. So I'm just gonna remove this for now. If I remove that line, oil's gonna come out of the pan, so what I'm doing is just kind of swiveling it down there out of the way until I'm ready to replace it. All that's left here is to do that oil drain pipe, but that's for another video. So let's just pretend I went ahead and did it already, and let's start this thing up. Wait, I don't think we should pretend there's an oil drain on there and start the car up. That's a bad idea, right?
A little messy.
Yeah. So what I meant is I'm going to do it, but it's not going to be in this video. But consider it done, and I'm going to start this thing up. You'll see the rest in the other video. Patrick and Adriana came over today and helped me get some other stuff done too. Check that out. So we have a lit power switch that powers up the ECU, so you get your dash and your keypad, fuel pump prime obviously, and then I have my cabin light button right here which lights this whole place up so that if I need to work in here at night, I can. If you notice here, the steering column's been cleaned up too. No stocks, no ignition, so that's some weight out of the car in preparation for FL2K. Also, if you look in the back, well, first, there's no passenger seat and there's no back seats. So I've removed my Shootout legal glove box door, and there's a few other things happening to get a little bit more weight out of this thing in preparation for FL2K. That's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Put cheese on it.